cryptocurrency. Let's talk about some things that I personally do not like about some of these buying platforms and exchanges. Now, I want to say I'm not trying to spread negative information because I've used these exchanges, and I just want you to be aware of some of the negative that comes with them. Even though, we may not have many alternatives, you still want to know the positives and the negatives. First one, when it comes to buying in the exchanges, Coinbase. One thing that what I love about it, I love the fact that it's easy to use, right? Now, things that I don't like about it is a few things. The first thing is Coinbase can freeze your account on their own discretion. And if you don't believe me, you could just look up their terms and conditions. I should have had it pulled up here, but go through it yourself. If you look at their terms and conditions, pretty much if for any reason they can freeze your funds, and I had that happen to me. I had some funds that was frozen. I had probably over 40, 50 different coins that was in the Coinbase account, and it was diversified, mostly Ethereum and Litecoin. And because I was trying to send some money to a different wallet, and what happens when I tried to send it to that other wallet, they asked me to submit my ID again, even though I had already submitted my ID in the past, so I had a validated account. And I tried to send my ID again, and I took the picture. It was in a dark room, and so I think when it took my picture, it thought maybe I was trying to send a false order, and so it froze in my account. Now that's good for some reason because you don't want people to break into your account, but it was frozen for almost 2 weeks, and I kept calling and calling. They had me on the phone for literally 2 hours just waiting somebody to pick up the phone. I picked up the phone from Coinbase, and then once someone picked up the phone and I spoke with them, they end up hanging up the phone on accident, and I had to wait on the phone another 2 hours only for them to tell me that I had to just wait until an email when they were going to let me know when, what was going on. So that was horrible. I don't like Coinbase for that. And then also, so be careful. So whenever you're buying this stuff, you always want to transfer to your own hard wallet. I do this, but I just didn't do it that time. And hey, and so I learned that. And so just know you got a verification process to go through with Coinbase. So I would encourage you, do not keep your coins on Coinbase after you purchase. The second one, Gemini. Now, Gemini, I like Gemini though. Gemini is another place where you can be able to purchase Bitcoins. You can buy an unlimited amount. You can sell an unlimited amount. But let me tell you what I don't like about it. What I don't like is what happens is when you buy your Bitcoin, you have to transfer it from your bank account, right? Or your debit card. So I think I can't remember. I think I used my bank account, which I don't like using. I hate putting my bank account on these platforms, but I did it because I was really trying to get some coins. So I had my bank account, and what happens is you transfer your money, for example, $100, and so it'll come into their platform, and then once you get the $100 on there, now what happens is you can buy the Bitcoin at that price, but it will not clear for about 5 business days. So you'll have the coins, but you cannot move that coin for probably almost a week. So that money will just be sitting there. You cannot withdraw it. You cannot deposit it. You cannot trade it because they want to make sure that the funds clear in the account. I had well over $100 in my bank account, but it still took over 5 days for it to clear. So it was just only thing you're doing is you're just buying in at that price, but you cannot move it. So I don't like Gemini for that. If you've had a different experience, please let me know because maybe I can use it in a different way. But put that in the comment section. But that's been my experience. Paxful. Now, now keep in mind as I'm going through all of these, I've did some I got links for all of these as well because I have referral links. So I'm just telling you the negative so you can be aware. You look at the link in the description, you can see my referral links. Now Paxful is one where you can buy Bitcoins, and it has about a 30-minute turnover time, processing time typically, and you can use PayPal, gift cards, Western Union. This one is probably best for all of those people that just want to get Bitcoin and they just got some all type of Amazon gift cards, iTunes gift cards. They just wanna be able to do it in really unconventional ways. Now the thing that I do not like though is they tax very hard. There's very large fees that you're gonna pay because you want to be able to use like a gift card. It's almost like if you want $1 worth of Bitcoin, they'll charge you like $1.54. So I mean, you're literally paying almost like double price for it. So it's huge. It's really huge. So for example, like say if you're using the Amazon gift card, I got $25, and you click on it, you say buy now, and it takes you, and I want to be totally transparent. This was the only one that I have not bought Bitcoin from. And I didn't because I was a little confused at first when I came here, because instead of you just buying it, they give you like options, like almost if it's an auction. You got to really read this. You know, you want to buy this amount, that amount. But I didn't buy it because the tax was just way too large. So they give you options where if you don't want to pay a large fee, you can play smaller. But you know, you got to really shift through this thing and look. And honestly, it was just a bit confusing for me. So I didn't use it. But that's Paxful. The main thing I don't like about them is their fees are extremely high. Now, Changely. Changely is another one that I like, but let me tell you what I don't like about it. All right, as you see, it says, Dear customers, we are experiencing delays for several hours due to abnormal high demand. Our apologies. Rates are highly fluctuated. Okay, so right now, this is example. I was trying to buy 85. Now, I've bought from here before, but in this case, I just wanted to buy $85 worth, hit the exchange. Then, you know, immediately when I tried to transfer, it takes me to an error message. Now, that's not what I didn't like. I don't like that. But the thing I really don't like about Changely, as you see, there's the error message. What I really don't like about Changely, though, is, again, I feel like their fees are pretty freaking high. Now, the good thing about them is they transfer pretty fast. When the network is normal, quote unquote, you know, you'll get your coins in about, I'll say 30 minutes, no more than an hour. You realistically 20 to 30 minutes. That's kind of quick. So, but the fee, you're going to be paying in fees though. And so I don't like them for that. They're expensive with the fees. However, if you just need it and you're willing to pay those fees, Changely is a decent way to go. Coinbase is a decent way to go. All of these are decent, but you just got to be aware of some of the negatives, because a lot of people don't talk about that enough, in my opinion. So again, Coinbase, very easy, user friendly. However, I would not keep my money on these sites. Remember, at any point in time, they can be able to freeze your account, and it could be frozen for a month, and they won't really communicate with you, and you don't know what's going on with your money. And that's the horrible thing. You want to be able to buy more Bitcoin. You can't buy more. You want to sell more. You want to get access to your money, and they don't allow you to do it. All right. That's if they freeze your account for whatever reason. And they can do it, like, for example, with, again, go back to Coinbase. Let's say if you're a person that's trying to buy into, transfer to like one of these high risk platforms, or you're trying to get into one of those like a BitConnect or something like that. You just got to be careful, man, because if they want to, they can look at their wallet address and just choose to say, you know what, we think maybe we don't approve of where you're sending the money to, so we're going to freeze your account. Like, they can do that. They really can, and they do it. So Gemini, again, really nice platform, easy to use. It's a little confusing at first, but you got to transfer your money from a bank account or your debit card onto the platform, but you just got to wait for it to clear. I know that's how it worked with my bank account. Now, I didn't try my debit card, so I'll try that in the future. You guys let me know how it works, if it's faster if you do a debit card, because it may be faster if that. I don't even know if they gave me the option to use a debit card though. And then Paxful, you know, really high fees, but you get a lot of different options that you can go through. The interface is a little confusing to me because you really got to read around and search through this here. But it works if you're just really in need for some Bitcoin. And again, Changely, just be aware that them fees are going to be pretty high. And that's really about it. So I'm going to include some in the description. I'll have some links there for you guys. So also, I'm going to mention another one that a lot of people don't talk about as much. I haven't used this, but I've researched this one, and that is Kraken. Kraken, I think is that one. Yeah, I've never used Kraken, but with Kraken, the thing that I don't like, you have to you have to do a wire transfer, like to validate the account. You have to do a wire from a bank. So I'm not a big fan of any of these platforms that make it mandatory for you to have a bank account associated with it, because there's always a risk of your bank account being charged money and fees, and that could be a huge disaster, guys. That could be a mess of you trying to clean that up when someone's charging your bank account. And then too, even if you don't mind getting your bank account, you know, doing a wire, just know it takes several days to validate that account. So it may take a week for that wire to really go through. So just keep that in mind when you're setting these accounts up, and yeah, move forward. So, but there's other ways to buy Bitcoin. I just wanted to share these specific ways because these are 4 really popular ways that people use, and not enough people talk about these negative ways. So, if you got other ways that you love doing Bitcoin that's instant, low fees, and you get the money direct to the wallet, they don't freeze your money, leave those type of links in the comment section so we can know. Also, please subscribe to the page and like the page. And I got links to all of the wallets below in the description. All right, thanks, guys. Keep doing your thing.